Hey everyone, I'm Daniel. At Planhat, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between collaboration and context. We believe this is one of the fundamental problems for productivity in enterprises today. Collaboration and communication get siloed into Slack or Teams, while all of the context about your customers and your work is in some other place like your CRM. And because they are disconnected, everybody becomes more disorganized. This is something we've particularly tried to solve for in Planhat, and today I'll show you how that can come together into a nice workflow. So let's say I'm a manager, we're working on Microsoft here. I got this comment from one of my colleagues, Mira, that we have an EBR upcoming soon, and she's sharing the specific task where she wants for us and the team to align. That allows me to quickly dive into this actual task and see, what's the status, who are going to be the involved contacts, Merle, Kyla, all right. I have the Zoom link to the call immediately from here. But because we're planning for this still, I go, Mira, what's the focus of the EBR? And like you're working inside, any collaboration tool, Mira would get that thing instantly in real time and can come back and say, focus is twofold. One, it's going to be focusing on one of the objectives that we have with Microsoft, which is about increasing leads. And then secondly, we have a new opportunity where we're trying to expand with one of our new product offerings. So I get that immediately, and instead of this being just random text references to some other system, I can immediately dive in and see, okay, increase leads, how are we doing on this objective? It seems like Ella is owning it together with Merle from their side, but health is not so good. Okay, that's useful for me to know before we dive into the CBR. Secondly, let me check on this expansion opportunity. We see that we got a lot of the things covered, it's qualified, but timeline and urgency seems to be low. So I was going to go ahead and share this on the portal, but it seems like Mira's already done it, which I think is great. So now this opportunity is actually live on the portal together with Microsoft. Let me actually schedule an op review on this opportunity, which we'll say is a technical meeting together with the team there. So now we've actually gone in and created a task to collaborate on one of the opportunities, but I'll zoom back out and come back to the EBR. So Mira said this is the focus, sounds great. Where's the draft presentation on this? And like any of the other things that we were collaborating on, Mira can now come in and say, hey, we have the executive business review planned here. And this is then something that I can dive deeper into, start to comment and collaborate with team members in actually building this presentation out based on all of the live data that we have inside of Planhat. So this is a way where a typical workflow that would have require a lot of jumping between systems ends up being much more unified and much more contextual. And I think this is an example where you shouldn't have to choose between collaboration and context with Planhat.